Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Lucid. So this is Chaitra speaking here. So in this video today we'll be learning about the timeline. And I would like to thank you all for watching my video. And let's move far away from our earth and explore the timeline. So I would like to tell a thought. Across the sea of space, the stars are other suns. I repeat the thought. Across the sea of space, the stars are other suns too. By Carl Sagan. So this is the table of contents. This is the introduction. So let's learn about the people in space. People and animals in the space. So what is a timeline? A timeline tells us about who are the first people, who are the first living beings to explore some item or something. So today we'll be discussing about the space timeline. Timeline can relate any topic. So I would like to start off with animals in space. There are some landmarks for animals in space. So in 1947, first animals in space were fruit flies. In 1949, first primate in space was ham. In 1950, first mouse in space. In 1951, first dogs in space like Laika. And in 1957, first animal in orbit. In 1959, first rabbit in space like Plucky Marfusia. And in 1961, first ape in space. In 1961, first guinea pig in space. In 1963, first cat in space, Felicide. In 1968, first animals in deep space and to circle the moon. In 1970, first frogs in space. In 1973, first fish in space. And in 1973, first spiders in space. And in 2007, like in the 2007, first animal survives exposure to space. So these are some landmarks for animals in space. Now this is called a timeline. So this is the first timeline I'm showing. So in 1961, the first human, Yuri Gagarin, was the first man and human to go to space on April 12. Then in 1963, Valentina Tereshkova was the first woman to enter space on June 16. Yuri Gagarin and Valentina Tereshkova was a Soviet cosmonauts. In 1957, Laika, a Soviet dog. Laika was the first dog to be in space on November 3rd. Unfortunately, on the same day he died due to low orbit. Enos was the first chimpanzee in space on November 29th. He went to space in 1961. Now next, if we come to this timeline, I have mentioned Kalpana Chawla, Sunita Land-Williams and Neil Alden Armstrong. So Kalpana Chawla was the first Indian woman to go to space. Unfortunately, she died in her return due to a technical problem. Sunita Land-Williams is an Indian-American astronaut and United States Navy officer who formerly held the records for most spacewalks by a woman and most spacewalks timed for a woman. Williams was assigned to the International Space Station (ISS) as a member of Expedition 15 and Expedition 14. Now, Neil Alden Armstrong was an American astronaut and an aeronautical engineer and the first human being to walk on the moon. He was also a naval aviator, a test pilot, and a university professor. So his footprint was the first on the moon. Now I would like to tell some space facts about the timeline about animals. So first one is rabbit. Plucky Marfusia was the first rabbit in space. Next, cat. Felicite is the first cat in space. Felicite is a French name and Felicite was a French cat. Now, and spider. Didymatus spiders were the first two spiders sent by NASA. We can see pictures of the first spider webs in space. Now, mice. Fee, Fi, Fo, Fum, and Pio, He were 5 mice who traveled to the moon and circled it 75 times. Now, as we are moving to the end of the video, I would like this video to end with an interesting fact of the moon. So this interesting fact is that the moon was once a piece of earth. The theory is that when the earth was a relatively young planet, it was struck by a giant object and this collision broke a piece of earth away to create the moon. This piece then began to orbit the earth as a result of its gravitational pull. Now the fission theory. This theory proposes that the moon was once part of the earth and somehow separated from the earth early in the history of the solar system. The present Pacific Ocean basin is the most popular site for the part of the earth from which the moon came. So here's a picture for your understanding. And as we know, the Pacific Ocean is in between 4 continents, which is Asia, North America, South America, and Australia. So this is the Pacific Ocean. This is the part where the piece of earth broke away to form the moon. So if that piece of the earth did not break, we would not have the Pacific Ocean. So this picture shows how it's separated, and this is the Pacific Ocean here. As we have reached to the end of the video, thank you for watching this video, and meet you in my next video. Until then, bye bye. Thank you for watching this video again. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment my video. Thank you.